Hi, I'm Rachel from Minerva, and today I'm going to be giving you the rundown of Minerva's top 10 jumpsuit sewing patterns with suggested fabrics for each one, which hopefully will inspire you to add a jumpsuit to your me wardrobe. Jumpsuits are a statement, always practical and often have pockets, and in this lineup you'll see everything from comfortable and casual up to super chic. Very versatile, depending on the style and the fabric that you choose. Jumpsuits can be perfect for any occasion or non-occasion. Now, it's always handy to ensure that your kit is up to scratch before you start a new project. Make sure you have good tailor's chalk, sharp scissors or rotary cutter, sharp pins or weights for cutting out, and a few spare needles, just so that you're ready. Also remember to wash your fabric. That just allows for up to 10% shrinkage, just to be on the safe side. And if you're worried, you can always just wash a small sample. I'll tag all the patterns and fabrics that I mention in this video below, so you can have a look at their product pages, add them to your basket or to your saved items list. I've already added a few to mine. And I'll also link to the profiles of all the Minerva makers that I've featured as well. On American patterns, the default unit of measurement is yards, but I'll always talk in meters, as that's what we in Minerva work in. Usually these patterns have the fabric amounts in French or Spanish as well, so check across there for the measurements in meters and centimeters. In this video, I'll give requirements for a size UK 14 to give an idea of how much fabric and elastic, etc. that you'd need. In this video, I'll usually mention the amount of fabric needed with the wider 150 centimetre width, so always check if the fabric you're purchasing is nearer the 115 centimetre width, because then obviously you'll need more length. On Minerva, the fabric width is listed on the product page under item description. Right, let's get started. Coming in at number 10, I've got this gorgeous McCall's 7936. This is a lovely, easy make, perfect for beginners. It's a simple but chic design with lots of fun options. So you can have a jumpsuit or a play suit. There's an option to make a fabric belt, front or side pockets, and all versions have a relaxed fit, easy grown-on sleeves and a flattering V-neck. And I've chosen this absolutely wonderful linen look cotton, Avalon linen look cotton it's called. And just check out this gorgeous print. So beautiful, really flattering colours, easy to wear, and it's got that lovely linen texture and look, which I'll show you closely now. It's got this lovely natural linen texture, and it's actually made with 100% cotton, which means it's light and breathable. As you can see, it's got a nice structure to it, so it'd be lovely and easy to work with. So, for version D in this beautiful pattern, for a size medium, you need 3.1 metres of fabric, 0.6 metres of interfacing and a 55 centimetre invisible zip. And as well as checking out the Minerva community projects using this pattern on the product page, you can also check out and share your own version of this make on social media with the hashtag there, which is Chelsea McCalls. Now, I've got some excellent examples here of this pattern by Annette Art, who's used a lovely fabric. Also, Just So Georgie, who's replaced the zip with buttons. And Zena Is Sewing has made an eye-catching feature by using a fabulous bright orange zip. So great to be inspired by others for a fantastic make. And at number 9, I've got this fabulous Simplicity 8146. Now, the Simplicity Pattern Company was actually founded in 1927 in New York City. And during the Great Depression, Simplicity allowed home sewers to create fashionable looks at home at a lower cost. And this is such a lovely, comfortable, casual style. I'm thinking perfect for days out at the park. And how adorable that you can create this for children and their dolls as well, for that full matching family look. And I've got a brilliant fabric suggestion for this. This is a cotton chambray fabric, and I'll open it out so you can see the lovely cute daisy print that just really lends itself to this lovely relaxed style. And I'll show you more closely here. You can see it's got a denim appeal for sure, but it's obviously much lighter than a denim and cooler. And it does have this lovely drape, but also a really great structure. It'd be really nice and easy to work with. This is a generally quite easy pattern. We've got no buttons or zips, and just an elasticated waist. So for a size medium, we are looking at 2 meters of fabric, 1.1 meters of 1.3 centimeter wide elastic for the waist, 7 centimeters elastic cord for the loop, and a 1 centimeter button. Now check out this absolutely lovely version by Crafternoon Tees in a lovely candy stripe. And actually, if you head to their profile, you can see the fabulous full family set they've made. Really lovely one there. Now at number 8, you can always count on Vogue to be super stylish. And this collaboration with the fabulous Zandra Rhodes does not disappoint. The dramatic low V-neck and the kimono style sleeves and belt just really set this beautiful design apart. And I've chosen this fabulous viscose challis fabric. And this actually comes in a wide range of colours as well as this lovely blue. And I'll just open it out to show you that delicate pattern and the absolutely gorgeous floaty drape of this fabric, which I'll show you more closely here. You can see it's got a lovely flowy watery feel to it, a gorgeous drape, and you can just imagine those big wide trousers are going to billow beautifully in this lovely viscose challis. So just something I've thought to be aware of with the big four, especially your Vogues, your McCall's Simplicity and Butterick. Often they do their sizes across 2 different patterns. So this one's actually the pattern for large to extra large, and you can purchase a different pattern which would be a size extra small up to medium. So always check that you're purchasing the pattern that has your size within it, and if you're not sure, better to size up, as it's always easier to take garments in. So for this lovely one, we're looking at a size medium, and you'd need a whopping 3.6 meters of fabric for all that flowiness, 1 meter of contrast for the belt. So with this fabric, I'd probably go for maybe a darker blue, or maybe pick out that yellow for the contrast belt and edging. 1 meter interfacing, 0.3 meters of 6mm elastic for the waistband, and 0.6 meters in lining fabric. And just check out this fabulous sequined version by Thready Set. So it just goes to show how the choice of fabric can completely transform a pattern, because that's so different to the fabric I've chosen here. And, you know, we love to see all the different versions. And at number 7, I've got this absolutely gorgeous McCall's Play Suit 7756. How gorgeous is it? And what makes this pattern so unique is that lovely little tie front, which gives the feel of a summery crop top, but without revealing too much. And this John Caldor Ibrox soft crepe is the one to bring it to life. Oh my goodness. That beautiful, beautiful big print, which sort of meets in the middle. So you might have to think quite carefully about where you position your fabric pieces, but I'm thinking summer barbecues, beach days, picnics at the park, you name it. And let's have a closer look here. Such a beautiful big print. It's really striking, and it's got a lovely flowy drape and actually quite a nice weight to it as well, and that lovely crease resistant quality. And we've got so many fabulous options for this pattern. You can go long or short, or there's even sort of mid-length there. With the sleeves, you've got sleeveless, a sort of drapey mid-sleeve, or these fabulous long 70s style sleeves. And so for this romper view C, we're going to go for, in a size 14, you would need 2.4 meters of fabric, 0.7 meters fusible interfacing, and 1.2 meters of 1 centimeter wide elastic for the waistband. And I have got some amazing inspiration from the Minerva community for this one. Check out this fabulous full-length version by Sewing My Style by Nikki G. Absolutely fabulous fabric there. And I've got 2 romper versions to show you as well. This one by Julia K. McPeak in just a stunning fabric there. And equally as good, very different, a lovely pastel gingham version by Sophie Ked. Thank you, Minerva community, once again. Next up at number 6, I've got this lovely New Look 6413. This is just a gorgeous relaxed jumpsuit, a garment that is begging for a fabric to bring it to life. And this is such a great example of how a jumpsuit is so versatile. Casual or formal, completely dependent on the fabric that you choose and the way you decide to style it. So I've gone for this lovely delicate floral. It's a lovely light, airy, Lady McElroy viscose challis. I love a viscose challis. You just always know you're going to get that lovely, beautiful drape, and it's light and airy. And in this pattern, you can see how this could be dressed up with heels or dressed down with trainers. Completely up to you. So I'll show you more closely here. A lovely, again, with a viscose challis, you're always going to get this lovely, floaty, lovely drape and a really fine, smooth weave. That's really flowy and comfortable. Now, on this pattern here, again, with a lot of jumpsuits that we see, you've got lovely pockets, which I love. I'm a big fan of that. And a really soft, flattering V-neck. This is another fairly simple make. You do need to do the elasticated waist belt and insert a zip quite neatly as it's on the front. But the long, flowy or shorter option sleeves are grown on, so no need for an armhole fitting there. Also an optional waistband, which you could make in a matching or contrast fabric for a defined waist. So for jumpsuit B, which is this one on the front here, with the flowy sleeves, a size 14 requires 2.9 metres of fabric, 0.7 metres fusible interfacing, a 30 centimetre invisible zip, and 0.6 metres of 2 centimetre wide elastic for that waistband. And I really want to show you this lovely version by M. Barry Kenmare, hope I've said that right, which is in a really beautiful fabric as well. So thank you for that one. Halfway through now, at number 5, I've got another McCall's 7908. This style is so fashionable. It's practical. It's a chic incarnation of the vintage boiler suit with that iconic visible front zip. And this could be your personal take on that Rosie the Riveter aesthetic, you know, the women workers. And for this I've chosen the Mind the Maker organic washed cotton twill. And this is, it has a great weight to it. It feels practical and durable, and it comes in lots of other colours as well. There we are. I'll show you more closely here so you can see the texture. It's got a lovely weight to it, this one. And really good structure, and it'd be lovely to work with. Really nice. Lovely texture to it as well. And this comes in a really wide range of absolutely gorgeous colours, as well as this lovely navy blue. Now looking at the pattern, we've got some really great options. Again, I love the shorts version, or you can go sleeveless, long sleeve or short sleeve. There's a real military feel, which is a trend which always comes back around. There's also options to have top pockets on the front, and if we look on the back, you can see we have options to have either 1 or 2 back pockets as well. So if we go for style C here, the jumpsuit, we are going to need 2 metres of fabric, a 45 centimetre exposed zipper for the front, and a pack of 1.3 centimetre bias tape, and a pack is usually about 2.5 metres, and that will be for a size 14. And for a completely different take on this look, I want to show you Sewing for Therapy's fabulous version in stretch suiting fabric. Absolutely brilliant. Now at number 4, we've got another Simplicity 8178. It's a more formal version of the jumpsuit with a great crossover neckline, a flattering and comfortable elasticated waist, pockets, and a lovely tapered leg. And there is actually a wide leg option as well, depending on your style. And the jacket is in there too. It's a full outfit. Now, a statement jumpsuit requires a statement fabric, and it's the perfect style to show off this absolutely dazzling palm leaf pattern, which is a Rose and Hubble cotton poplin. Look at that, it's kind of mesmerising and beautiful. I'll show you more close up as well. But yeah, it's just so light and lovely and cool, perfect for this style. A lovely light cotton, a really thin, fine weave. It's nice and light, but it's got good structure. It doesn't have much of a fray. This would be so lovely and easy to work with. And also this fabric could take you from day to night in this style. And similarly to the image on the pattern there, you could go for a dark blue or pick out some of the greens in this pattern for a solid jacket, or you could go totally bold and make a matching jacket for a super coordinated look. As with a lot of these jumpsuits, there is also a dress option as well, so you've kind of got a 2-in-1 there. So for style B, we'll go with this one, the jumpsuit with the tapered leg. You will need 2.4 metres of fabric, 1.6 metres of interfacing and 1.1 metres of 1.3 centimetre wide elastic for that waistband for a size 14. Cannot wait to see some of our community make this one up. And now we're down to number 3, and I've got this gorgeous Vogue 1645. This is so unique, real high fashion vibes. It is a collaboration with luxury women's wear designer Rachel Comey, and this 100% linen enzyme washed fabric is almost an exact match there of what has been used on the pattern cover. Now, you could choose to go floral, you could choose to go bright, you can go any way with this, but I'm so on board with that sort of futuristic look that I've tried to go as close as I can to what's on the cover. And you can just see this 100% linen is so luxurious. It's got a lovely soft feel to it. And I just think this style with this colour is giving me sort of, if Vogue had costumed Star Trek, and I'm here for it. So this beautiful fabric is 100% linen, and it has the most wonderful slubby texture. If I show you closely, I love a fabric with a texture, and this is so soft as well. And it also has that lovely linen structure, so it's perfect for a pattern like this. Now, you might think this pattern looks really, really complicated at first glance, but it's actually just a few pieces that are very cleverly assembled. And I'll show you in a minute that there is a way to get round doing a buckle fasten as well. So for a size 14 for this pattern, you will need 2.8 metres of fabric, 1.6 metres of interfacing and 0.5 metres of lining. Also an 18 centimetre invisible zip, a 3.8 centimetre covered buckle with prong, 3 metal eyelets, and then it does say here that you need 7 packages of bias tape. Now, that would probably take you to about 17.5 metres of bias tape, but after some investigation, I realised that this pattern actually suggests that you cover with bias tape, encase in bias tape, the edges of each of your seams. So if that was your seam on your inside of your garment, it suggests that you bias the edges of every single seam, which is why they're asking for so much. But I would say that's totally optional, because you can always zigzag seam or overlock your seams if that's an option to you. Now, I have to show you Trina Schroeder's version of this with a simpler tie at the waist to replace the buckle, a really good idea, and also Julia Goodwill's so striking monochrome make, and also this really, really fun print by Quantum Betty. Now, there are so many fabulous versions of this. Please do go to the pattern product page to see more of our fabulous Minerva makers. Now we're down to number 2, and it's Paper Cuts, the Sierra Jumpsuit. So this is a New Zealand-based pattern company, and they have a strong focus on both design and sustainability. They really care about our planet, and they aim to use 100% recycled or recyclable materials wherever possible. Now, this is such a wearable and versatile design. You could make it up in velvet for a night out or jersey for a day in, and I've chosen for it this absolutely stunning, super soft linen viscose fabric, and it's not lying. It is so soft, and it's got a lovely linen texture, a gorgeous drape, and it's just so alluring, but in a very everyday way. Like, I want to be wearing this fabric in this pattern all day, every day. And I'll show you more closely here. So nice. So as you can see, this has got a really beautiful floaty quality to it. It does have a lovely weight to it and a lovely linen texture. As you can see, it's really soft. But that linen viscose blend means that you also get this really lovely floppy drape. I'm just obsessed with this fabric. And you spoilt for choice, because as well as this lovely on-trend ochre, it comes in up to, I think it's 14 other really beautiful colourways. So, all Paper Cuts patterns come in sizes that are equivalent to UK 6 up to 20, and you can also make this as a playsuit version, and there's options to do a wider leg or a more tapered leg. The difficulty is graded in 3 levels, rookie, skilled and expert, and this one falls right in the middle on skilled. And for all sizes, it recommends 2.6 metres for the jumpsuit or 1.75 metres for the playsuit with 0.7 metres of lining. You'll also need a 50 centimetre invisible zip which goes down the side, 1.2 metres of bias binding and half a metre of interfacing. And again, there's some really great makes of this on the product page, but check out Lucky So-and-so's awesome romper version. Love it. And coming in at number 1, I've got this absolutely fabulous Very Easy Vogue 9075. Now, I am a big fan of a Very Easy Vogue pattern. They give a timeless, classic finish, but without being too complex. A bit of background about the Vogue pattern service. It actually started back in 1899 and was a spin-off of the Vogue weekly magazine's pattern feature. So there you go. Now, a fabulous pattern requires a standout fabric. And this Lady McElroy Sydney stretch suiting fabric is just the job. Look at this beautiful big pattern. Now this is going to make it into a standout, absolutely beautiful garment that's going to take you from day to night. And I'll show you more closely here. This is such a lovely fabric. Wrinkle resistant, easy to work with, a beautiful big print. I love a big print. And it actually reminds me of a very thin scuba because it's got practically zero fray and it's got that ever so slightly spongy feel which just gives it that flawless drape, which is perfect for these lovely big flowy billowy culottes which you could cut to the length that is most flattering for you. I love the seams down the front. They just seem to elevate it for me from something that could be bought off the rack to something actually quite high fashion. And tick, there are pockets. So for a size 14, you'll need 2.7 metres of fabric, 1.1 metres of lining, a 22-inch or 56 centimetre zip and a hook and eye fasten. And check out this beautiful make by Sewing for My Sanity. You can see how it hangs like a dress, but with the comfort and practicality of a jumpsuit. For me, it's a winner. And that's not all, because I have a bonus jumpsuit and it's the one I'm wearing. This is a McCall's 7366 and you can see I've made it in the shorter version. There's also a really lovely option with a halter neck and a sort of very low kind of slit down the middle there. But yeah, I've gone for this one. And for this style you would need 2 metres of fabric, 1 metre of lining, a very long, I think it's 65 centimetre zip. But that's it. And I've decided to make it in this sort of wacky neon zebra scuba. Not for everyone, but I absolutely love it. It looks sort of punky when I wear it with my faux leather jacket, and it's definitely unique. And I personally think that is an excellent reason to make something for yourself. It's individual to you. So there you have it, Minerva's top 10 jumpsuit patterns. Please do comment below with your favourites, or let us know if you know of another jumpsuit pattern that you think should have made this list. Also, please comment below if you have any experience making any of these patterns, because your tips and tricks could be really useful to other makers. And equally, if you have any questions about anything I've spoken about in this video, comment your questions below and I'll get back to you. You can find more videos like this by clicking the follow button above this video, and you can save it by clicking the save flag below. If you'd like to follow my profile on Minerva, I'm Hair and Needle, and I'll link to that below as well. And a big thank you to all the Minerva makers who I've featured in this video. I'll link to their profiles below as well so you can go and see their other makes. And finally, a big thank you to you for watching. Hopefully you've been inspired, and if you have, happy sewing!